We get a lot of questions about how the deWiz transition relates to launch monitor numbers, especially the club path. Now the club path is the main contributor to ball curvature. Inside out, giving us that draw, outside in, fade or slice. Now the deWiz transition sets the downswing direction. The direction my downswing, my whole downswing is going. Is it going to the left? Is it going to the right? Or is it going straight? If you have an over-the-top problem in combination with, I should say if you have a slice problem in combination with an over-the-top move, this sets your downswing direction left, giving us a negative number right there. The deWiz transition, of course, gives you a number on how much you are over the top. You can then correct it using the deWiz learning stimuli to get this direction. And you can see how this kind of transition changes that downswing direction. Now let's have a look at the numbers when I first make a classical over-the-top slice swing. We'll look at the ball curvature, the swing direction, and the club path, and of course the deWiz transition number. Now that's a 32-meter slice. You can see the ball is curving to the right. Club path is 5.4 degrees outside in, and the whole swing direction is 8 degrees left. A classical slice swing. And we saw that the deWiz transition number over the top. Now let's make a different transition. I'm going to focus on swinging back. I'm taking my hands and club up here, and before I go down, I move my hands back towards my heels, away from the golf ball. I go up, back, and then I go down. I'm changing my transition to change the swing direction in order to change the club path. And you can see that's a classical strong draw. We may even call it a hook. Now the swing direction was 12 degrees to the right. Huge change. Way too much, but great for illustration. Club path, 12 degrees inside out. That's the reason why the ball is curving so much. Now just by changing the transition, I have changed my downswing direction from left to right, which has changed the club path in order to change the ball curvature from slice to draw. That's the geniality of the deWiz transition. Now let's talk about an over-the-top transition with an inside-out club path. Yes, it can happen, because the deWiz measures your hand path. The launch monitor measures your club path. So that's quite different, because the deWiz transition compares your backswing hand path to your downswing hand path. Now I can have a backswing hand path that is more deep, as we call it today famously, or flat. And then I can move out, and I can still hit the ball inside out. I can also move my hands out a lot and still shallow the club, and my hands are coming out, but the club is falling in, hence the club head is moving into out. So there are many ways of doing this. Over the top swing with an into out club path, and hopefully hit a draw. Club path 7.5 into out, swing direction 5 degrees to the right, 13 meters of draw right there. And that's an example on the interplay between your hand path and the club path. There is nothing wrong with playing an over-the-top draw, just like I did. Many professionals do it. But if you have a slice or a hook problem, working the deWiz transition to change that downswing direction is fantastic. I've seen it again and again and again, and we get the texts and emails from deWiz users who have transformed their slice into a draw, and vice versa. So this is a bit about deWiz transition and launch monitor numbers.